here it is. Here is my watercolor winter florals. And this started out inspiration. Well, first of all, beautiful papers by Amanda from Create with Scrimping Mommy. This is in her subscription club, and it's just absolutely gorgeous papers. That was my first inspiration. Then I wanted to make a fabric cover. I have never done a fabric cover, so I had to do my fabric cover. And then I've never done adding lace, so this one was kind of exploring all the things I've just never done. I've never really used like this type of beading, and just some beaded trim on the end, which kind of has a really neat story. But yeah, here it is, and we're going to do a flip through. So I struggled with the cover. Once I got it all done, I just knew what I wanted, but to decorate the top, I kind of struggled with it. So I kind of just started digging through stuff. I don't know about you, but when I start to dig through stuff, start to pull stuff out, kind of place it here and there, I get inspiration. So I dug out a doily, and the doily was just something I have a small stash of. I had gotten them, I think, from Goodwill or something to that effect. So I thought, well, I'm going to put that on there because I wanted to keep it sort of feminine, I guess. I don't know. I guess that speaks feminine to me. And then I ripped out some papers, and then I ripped out some more. I printed this whole thing and kind of ripped around it and didn't like that. And I'm like, well, I want her cut out because I want her to stand out. And so then I used the rest of the ripped papers after ripping this one out or cutting this one out to finish it. And then I've just found all these cool things in my stash. And then in a previous video, I had said I wanted to use this flower in some way. It came off a card. I wanted to originally use it on the front, but it just didn't work for me. So I just took the same ink that I used, which is Distress Oxide. It's Victorian Velvet. It's really, really a pretty color, and I have used it several times. Worth it. And anyway, I just sort of brushed it with my brush and kind of went over the top. But yeah, I love how it turned out. I wasn't going to put anything on the back, but I'm glad I did. And then, of course, I have a little name tag that I put on there and put some little beads in there. My closure is a chain. I've used this a couple times. I put my little eyelet in there and put it on, I think these are called, yeah, I don't know. So I clasped it to that. I'm looking for some of these in more of a brushed silver, but I think Rub and Buff. I don't know. I've seen people use that. I think that could work too. Anyhow, so these beads, kind of funny when I started to go through my stash, like back way back when my kids were younger and I did different kinds of crafts, no junk journaling, but I did different kind of crafts. I had these beads, and then I gave them to my mom because I just wasn't using that kind of stuff anymore. You know, you go through your trails of different type of crafts that you do through the years. And I happened to be at her house, and she wasn't, as she got older, she wasn't doing that stuff anymore. And so I brought it back home. So it went from my house to her house to my house. And then I was like, I can't keep all this stuff. This isn't what I do anymore. Well, that was before I really got into this. So I actually saved a little bit of this type of thing, of each color, and what do you know? What do you know? So I'm sort of remembering my mom when I think about that, how she had that. Anyway, let's get into this book. It's just fun. All right, so you open it up, and I have used the We did a challenge last year. You can probably check this out in Amanda's playlist on her YouTube page. And I'm trying to incorporate them whenever I can into a journal. So I've incorporated all 4 of them. These are cards. I just started to get into my stash and start to fill it up. This was the tag that I had made out of the freebie that Amanda had given us. And it just fit perfect. It matched perfect, but there's journaling on the back, and this was something new that I tried. So I guess this book was probably all about doing something new. I don't know. And then I have a few of these little recollection things left. Not many. They're almost gone. I dug into my stickers, and I thought, I am using this whole pack of stickers. I'm kind of I'm just a craft hoarder, let's just face it, but I do have quite a nice collection of stickers. So then I put the lace. I found this at my craft show, and someone was selling her stuff, and I was able to incorporate the lace. And then I just put side pockets here with tags for journaling. I left pages for journaling. Another pocket. And this came from, I think this was from that freebie as well. I just cut mine into a pocket instead of, not using it the way it was supposed to be, I guess. And then I just stamped beautiful on there with that same ink. I love how that came out. And then I embellished throughout with the little embellishments. I can't remember. That came from that freebie too, I believe. And then more lace and more little side pockets. Then this one is a bag, like a cookie bag. And I had a stash of them. And I just embellished it. And then I put a little tag inside for journaling. And then I just left her alone because she's so beautiful. I didn't want to mess her up. I don't want to cover her up for sure. I used one of my favorite tags little pocket tags that I like to do, and just added some papers. Another one of my cards, and then this came again from that freebie, and I just made it into a little journaling spot. This was just out of my stash. I have tons of this stuff, and I just went through and started seeing what would match. I guess I'm going to have to iron that out. More of the lace, and then an envelope, another one of those little, I guess we'll call them medallions. And then a journaling card on the inside. And then it just tucks under, if I can get that back in there, tucks under here. So if you just glue it to right here, you have a way to close your envelopes. This was another pocket I had made a long time ago. And then I just put some tags and more journaling things in there. This I made a long time ago out of napkins, and I thought, oh, that would look very cute right there on the belly band. So that's what I did. More journaling, and then another one of the butterflies. These were they were part of the kit, watercolor floral kit, and I just took extra paper and made tags. I needed some bigger tags for in here. I just had these sitting in here, and I was like, man, that's just too bare for me. So of course I had to go make a couple more. And this doesn't really match, but I don't have a whole lot in the selection of washi tape, but I had to reinforce that a little bit. I was struggling so bad. I know, like, doing the binding, the stitching, I just struggle with it. So I had to reinforce it a little bit, kind of rip the paper. I'm like, I need to reinforce that a little bit. And then we have another card that I did. This is another the other side of the cookie bag, and then I just covered it and stamped a little bit. I put a little piece of scrapbooking paper, and they can journal on that. This also came from a card, so it just became part of my embellishments. More lace, little doily. This was, if you'd watched the other video, I wasn't sure if I was going to back this and then make 2 different pockets, but I was like, you know, I'm just going to glue that on, and I'm just going to put her right there, and she's beautiful, and she's on my front cover, and yeah, she was the one I picked. Something about her eyes. Ugh. Anyway, then here is my another little pocket I like to make, and then you have a pocket in the back, a pocket in here. Oh, come on. And then a little pocket here, so I just took a little tag and put that in there. More journaling, and more stuff out of my stash. Another little journal, a little tuck spot there, and more stickers. And then more through my stash, another card, and more of the tags for journaling. And then this came from actually a card. I got it as a greeting card, or found a stash somewhere, and then just cut them out. Those become journal spots, so don't get rid of your cards. Hang on to them. And then this was the other half of that cookie book, but I just cut it down, or I just cut the top off, so then I could actually slide something in there. I kind of struggled with that one. With the other one, I think that's how I put this on. I slit that end open and put it over top of that little piece, so that's and then I glued it down. I don't know if you can see it, but I glued it down on the inside so it wouldn't, maybe it wasn't this one, but anyway, no, it was this one, and so it wouldn't impede the card that's in it. Where was I? More journaling, and then this was a tag I made a long time ago, and I thought, you know, I gotta start using this stuff. This is one of my eco-dyed papers, and I just cut it down and using it for journaling. Then another one of these pockets, this right here is actually a tea bag. And so after I got done tea dyeing last year or the year before, I saved all my little papers, emptied them out and saved them, and then they just become part of your embellishment. Another little journal tag. And this was part of my stash. And then another little pocket and some embellishments, and this is part of my stash. I've had these for a long time, and again, I'm trying to use them up and can't keep hoarding them, and it just went perfectly. And then the last page, I left the ladies, put in my last sticker embellishment on, and then I made a little frame, so you could pop a picture in there, or you could it doesn't have to be a picture, but you could pop a picture, and you should be able to get because I only glue, so you have some room on the edges for when you pop that picture in, so you should be able to get a 3.5, even maybe not quite a 4, you might have to trim that down, but at least a 3.5 by 5, no problem. 5.25, no problem. So anyway, there is my journal. She is all done. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope it inspires you to try something new, because I know there's a lot of seasoned journalers out there. I'm not one of them, because there's lots of stuff I haven't done, but for me, I wanted to try new things. So I hope this encourages someone who's not done it very long like me, and they want to try something new. You can do it. So have a great day, everyone. Bye.